Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. According to Days of Our Lives spoilers, Johnny DeMira and Chanel Dupriz had to overcome many obstacles before falling in love. Actually, Johnny and Chanel were married over a year ago after they had fallen in love. But soon after, Johnny was possessed by the devil and ended their relationship, leaving Chanel heartbroken. This couple's reconciliation took a while. But now that they are back together, Holly Jonas poses a fresh threat to their happiness. Nicole Walker's daughter, Holly is Holly. Nicole is allegedly pregnant Johnny's child and is currently engaged to E.J. DeMira, Johnny's father. But Sloane Peterson's devious plans have kept Nicole from realizing that Eric Brady is the true parent of her child. Nicole actually had multiple husbands when Holly was growing up, so it is understandable if she is displeased with her mother to some extent. She can also have a negative outlook on relationships and love. Holly has determined that Johnny is indeed the man of her dreams. Although Johnny is a little older than Holly will probably find that to be all the more attractive. Chanel will probably be seen by her as nothing more than a hindrance to gaining Johnny, but one shouldn't undervalue Chanel. She is tenacious and will defend Johnny no matter the cost to teenage Holly's feelings. EJ and Nicole can disagree because of Holly's crush on Johnny, especially if Nicole thinks Johnny is playing her. At some point, Holly will have to accept that Johnny and Chanel are dating and that she is too young for him. Tate Black is fortunately standing by. Tate, who recently moved to Salem, is the son of Brady Black and Theresa Donovan. Holly and Tate have already spoken, although Holly didn't seem really interested in Tate. But once she finds Johnny isn't accessible, she might need to take another look. Who knows, maybe Tate and Holly have what it takes to become the next super couple. Will Holly make an effort to separate Johnny and Chanel? Will Johnny have to be gentle with Holly? Are Tate and Holly headed for a brand new relationship? Keep watching Days of Our Lives, which airs every weekday on Peacock, because anything can happen in Salem. According to Days of Our Lives spoilers, Holly Jonas has left fans speechless ever since she returned to the scene. Nicole Walker appears to have her hands full managing her third trimester and attempting to steer through the challenging seas of raising a teen in Salem. According to DOO teasers, Holly has a serious infatuation on Johnny DeMira and is likely to try to prevent their reunion with Chanel Dupriz. Even though she and her stepbrother are different ages, she is already making every effort to separate the couple. All of Holly's strategies scream actions her mother would have taken when she was younger. Let's face it, Nicole has become much more composed and changed her behavior over the years. It'll be interesting to see how far Holly is ready to go, and if she'll touch the surface of her mom's previous wrongdoings or cross a major boundary. Even though manipulating and scheming are never good things but do make wonderful daytime drama television. Nicole has, as was already mentioned, regressed to her former self. Sloane Peterson, a fellow Salem con artist, is also engaged in evil deeds but still feels bad about them. While Leo Stark and Dmitry von Leuschner exceeded many moral boundaries in their treachery against Gwen Rischek, their love story has been endearing to witness and provided comedic relief. Ava Vitali was formerly into nefarious actions but has also calmed down quite a deal. The small town needs some new blood when it comes to manipulation, and it appears that Holly, Nicole's daughter, will provide drama and keep viewers on the edge of their seats. Will Holly evolve into a new Nicole Walker? Participate in the discussion in the section below. Rafe reads Sean Douglas' resignation letter at Rafe's office at Salem Police Department as Jada enters. Jada feels a little happy Sean D. will be far away from Talia after their little conversation. Rafe considers it advantageous that Sean D. will receive the assistance he requires. They'll require another officer, according to Rafe. Jada leaves just as Harris enters. Before inquiring as to whether there is room on the force for him, Harris hesitates. He describes how Kate recommended his training and expertise would be useful to the department. Rafe tells him the details of the nefarious actions he carried out for Megan. Prior to Rafe bringing Harris back into a conversation, Harris is about to leave. He informs Harris that if everything goes well, he will be joining the force, but that Harris would need to advocate for him with Polina. Brady Pub. Talia and Belle cross paths. When she tries to apologize once more, Belle tells her Sean Douglas is no longer there. She clarifies that they are still together, but that he has moved out of state to be with his parents and receive assistance. Talia is asked by Belle to keep out of the way. After that, Belle leaves and Jada enters. She attempts to cope with Belle after realizing the circumstances. Jada tries to console Talia as she is pulled back by her. When they enter, Talia announces that she is returning to California. Jada argues that Belle shouldn't drive her away because she has established a life in Salem. Talia lists all of the problems she has encountered since moving to the area. Jada tries one final time to persuade her to remain in town, but Talia tells her to stop. Talia then makes her way upstairs. Marlena and Kate talk about Belle while sitting together. Belle has supported her husband through many difficulties. Therefore, Marlena is concerned for her. She continues by disclosing Sean Douglas' liaison with Talia. Cemetery. Chad talks to Abigail out loud while sitting and looking at images of her. The kids will come down to celebrate her birthday, he continues. When he talks about how much he misses the life they had together, he starts to cry. Chad talks about the bitterness he still has for Clyde Weston's role in her murder. Statesville. Clyde is speaking with Ava on the phone and informs her that Tripp's injuries wasn't a coincidence. He invites her to the jail so they can speak briefly. Tripp enters at that precise moment as Ava is hastily leaving. Very quickly, Ava shows up and asks Clyde what's going on. He claims that Ava ruined his aspirations to create an internal economic empire. He reveals that he needed a collaborator outside and had discovered the right target in EJ. He continues by saying that he delivered Susan to Edmund. To persuade EJ to carry out his orders, Clyde planned to use Susan as leverage. Clyde advises Ava to calm down after she chases him. EJ will no longer be managing his company, else Tripp will suffer. He is aware that she was the former boss of the Philadelphia mob. Ava claims she's on the straight and narrow and wants to stay out of trouble. Clyde promises to secure her employment at the bistro, giving her credibility. Ava understands she must manage Clyde's company because she has no other option. Although he cautions her to keep her trap closed, he is giddy by their new partnership. Demera Mansion, living room. Due to the unsavory history between EJ and Abigail, EJ and Chad had an unpleasant chat about how much they miss Abigail. EJ says he's pleased Susan is alive even if she is already back in Memphis as they switch to talking about Susan. Chad envies EJ because Abigail is still in the great beyond and his mother has returned. EJ briefly recounts the incident to Chad while still seeing Ava's role in Susan's return to be annoying. If he and Ava are standing, Chad inquires. EJ informs his brother that he would never forgive Susan for the year he missed with her. When Wendy returns from the unemployment office to the Shin boarding house, Tripp is already there. Both of them complain about their day. When she asks Tripp where Ava is, he replies that he doesn't know but that she fled quickly. They then talk about Harris. Tripp doesn't like Wendy, and she advises him to calm down. When Wendy sees his bandage after their kiss, he tells that something happened at work. When she first arrived home, she was furious that he hadn't told her. Wendy inquires about more specifics after Tripp downplays the harm. Rafe agrees with Jada when she thinks Talia should be allowed to make her own decisions. She might decide to head back to Salem once some time has passed. Talia descends the stairs with her suitcase. Many leave Salem quickly. Rafe recognizes the cue and departs while the sisters bid goodbye. They cry, hug, and Talia walks out. Wendy learns that her unemployment claim has been approved, but she must provide evidence that she has been actively looking for work. Tripp claims Ava is looking for a job as well. In Horton Square, Ava and Harris cross paths. He tells her with enthusiasm about his new position with the Salem PD. His first assignment, to track down the individual who brought Susan to Edmond, has already been given to him. Chad promises to take the children for ice cream. EJ expresses regret for not assassinating Clyde Weston sooner. Chad said that he frequently wishes for death and gets so enraged. Bill and Sean Douglas could have witnessed Clyde Weston's passing, and EJ wishes they had never shown up in the cemetery a year ago. Clyde is reading the Susan Banks narrative while sitting in Statesville. His plans are back on track, he declares as he glances up and chuckles to himself. Thanks for watching if you like this video. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.